the 9 weeks during which she'll separate herself from the rest of the household to prepare for their baby's arrival. With 3 children under the age of 3 on their hands, Thomas particularly fractious, they'll need a nurse when the 4th arrives. It won't be difficult to find one. There are always women in need of extra income, but they have left it rather late. Upstairs, Robert doses Thomas with a spoonful of cordial, and while Freya straightens Estelle's blankets, he doses the baby. They'll be better able to deal with Thomas if Gerard sleeps through. Robert makes a game of pretending to catch Gerard's kicking feet, the boy giggling at his clumsiness. Their youngest is a sweet child, the most extraordinary eyes. They call them hazel, though by candlelight the colour Robert sees most clearly is gold. Freya comes to his side, rests her head against his shoulder. I'm so exhausted I could sleep on my feet. I think I'll have to turn in. What about supper? She looks down at her swollen belly. Her body has performed its miracle 3 times already. The 4th is no less wondrous to Robert. Honestly, I have nowhere to put it. I need sleep far more than I need food. Freya knows herself by now, knows the ordeal that lies ahead. He kisses her forehead. Go and rest. I'll sit up with Thomas. You? By candlelight, his wife's skin glows golden, a match for her corn-coloured hair. Don't look so shocked. I thought I'd ask one of the girls. Has she seen through him? I'm perfectly capable. You'll fetch me if he gets any worse. Of course I will, Robert says, though he has no intention of doing such a thing. Perhaps I should take Gerard with me, to be on the safe side. Absolutely not. He'll keep you awake. Go. He points to the door. We'll be fine. At 11 o'clock, the candle reduced to a molten stub, Robert measures out a 2nd dose of Godfrey's. Exhausted and miserable, Thomas resists a spoon, turning his head this way and that. Seeing that Gerard is still wide awake, Robert picks him up. With the boy's head over his shoulder, he pats out a gentle rhythm on his back. I'm 22 years old, responsible for my mother and wife, and with a 4th child on the way. We need a bigger house. For Robert, it will be a restless night, constantly shifting about in the wooden rocking chair, trying to find the least uncomfortable position. His impression is that he's awake the entire time, but several times he hears a slight snore and knows it to be his own, or is brought to when his head snaps up from his chest. At an hour when darkness is absolute, Robert becomes aware of a noise he struggles to place. He fumbles blindly for safety matches and lights a fresh candle. Thomas is swallowing repeatedly, as if he's trying to rid himself of something. Robert wets a flannel with cold water from the wash bowl, lays it across his son's forehead. 3 o'clock by his watch. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You've managed a day's work on 3 hours' sleep before. Gently, gently he blows on the candle's flame, so that it dances a reluctant jig, the shadows following the flame's lead. You try, he whispers. Thomas keeps his glassy eyes on the flame, but hasn't the energy to blow. Robert determines to stay awake. At any moment, Thomas might start crying, and he won't have Freya disturbed. He covers his top half in a child-sized blanket, pulling it up to his chin. At the first signs of light, heavy-lidded and stiff-limbed, he draws the curtains to better see. A tick springs to life above his right eye. Every blink is a chore. But he has steered them through the night, and Freya will have had her sleep. He turns from the window to his son and sees. He thinks he sees. He is teething, Robert insists to himself. And Thomas is, no doubt about it, but that is not all. Robert stands there gaping, appalled. Dear God, please not that. Then his fingers are struggling with the fastenings of Thomas's damp nightshirt, fumbling with buttons, damn it, forcing them through 2 small buttonholes. What have I done? But finally Robert has the top 3 undone. Raised bumps, a red rash, no longer mottled but angry. He lays a trembling hand flat. His son's chest is burning up, skin the texture of crushed shell. He feels a dredging kind of horror. His wife arrives at the other side of the boy's cot bed. In her nightdress with her robe hanging open, Freya's shape is pronounced. Gerard.